For as long as I can remember, I've always had this innate sense of needing to get the creativity out of me, whether it was when I was 10 years old and painting a mural on my bedroom wall over the wallpaper, or experimenting with various hair colors or shaving my head in my teenage and early 20 years. My mom has always been trying to get me to learn a few basics on the sewing machine, and I was always reluctant. I was always pushing back, never wanted to learn. About a year and a half ago, I was heading back to Detroit to visit family, and it's typically a boring visit. So I reluctantly found a handbag tutorial online, and I knew that would make my mom happy. So then my mom taught me some sewing basics to learn how to make the tote, and something happened on that sewing machine. I can't quite describe what it was, but I was completely transformed. I ended up in that 1 week period making 5 different handbags and came home back to Dallas and promptly bought a sewing machine and have been making handbags ever since. Fashion icons like Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, who was the inspiration for my Jackie bag, John Galliano, or shoe designers like John Fluvag, whose shoes I aspire to own one day, but it's a very strong influence in my design and creative process. I'm also inspired ironically by Jelly Belly candies, which not just because I love them, but also just the interesting flavors and colors and kind of the unexpected, not quite knowing what you're going to get when you bite into it, which is kind of what I try to convey with my designs. You're not quite getting what you expect. Fabric selection is of utmost importance in the design process for me. Contrast in color, texture, pattern. The greater the contrast, the more intrigued I am. I really would love the idea of having a bricks and mortar shop, a few small boutiques sprinkled throughout the country. If not that ambitious, then at least starting up one here in Dallas. I would love to do this 150% of the time, but unfortunately I have to serve 2 masters. I have a day job. I just feel like I can't get as much done as I would love with the business. I feel very lucky that I've found a way to express this creativity in a way that I can make a living off of, doing what I love to do, creating a product that people actually are interested in, that they want to buy, that they're willing to spend their hard-earned money on. So all of these elements come into play that are really just triggers for these different colors, these shapes, these textures, these patterns that are inside me that just need to get out. The Lolafalk brand is the perfect way for me to manifest this inner desire to just let it all out. My name is Lauren Falkowski, and I'm Lolafalk.